Welcome to Cricket Happenings, dear friends and subscribers. Your host Ram here. And this Cricket Happenings show today is with a difference. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you down to the very excitement right now where Kolkata Knight Riders and Delhi Daredevils are clashing in the qualifier number 1 at the Subrata Rao Sahara Stadium in Pune. And the news from the center is Delhi Daredevils requiring another 46 runs in 3.5 overs, and I'm going to go through this with you with some live commentary. So before I go into any of the live commentary and get you to the real excitement, let me just talk about the Kolkata Knight Riders innings. I wouldn't be able to go into the detail because I want to do some live commentary here. Well, Kolkata Knight Riders were the ones who won the toss and batted first and made 162 for 4. Brendan McCullum, the top three really doing it well, and everyone contributing, barring Shakib Al Hassan, who was out for 1. Brendan McCullum made 31 of 36 balls with 2 fours and 1 6. Gautam Gambhir was run out for 32 of 16 balls with 3 fours and 2 sixes. Jack Scalise departed for 30 of 33 balls with 3 fours, and Yusuf Pathan, as I said, it is very important that Yusuf Pathan hits form, and yes, he definitely hit form today. He was an unbeaten 40 runs. In fact, he and Lakshmi Shukla pasted the bowling to take the Kolkata Knight Riders to a respectable score of 162. On this pitch, I would say 162 is quite a handful. So Yusuf Pathan was not out on 40 of just 21 deliveries, 3 fours and 2 sixes, and what a relief for Yusuf Pathan. Lakshmi Shukla was not out on 24 of 11 balls with 3 fours and 1 6, 162 for 4 on the board for the Kolkata Knight Riders. Bowling figures, in fact, Varun Arun was pasted to the tune of 48 runs in 4 overs. Irfan Pathan bowled well, 1 for 20 for him. Umesh Yadav 1 for 37. Moni Morkel had none for 37 to show for himself, and Pawan Negi was very economical, 4 overs no maiden, 1 for 18. So 162 for 4. And Delhi Daredevils, I'll be taking you live, but before that, let me just give you an update of what Delhi Daredevils is doing. Currently, they are placed at 119 for 4. We are in the 17th over. They lost their openers early, their dashing openers. The dashers were gone pretty early. With first to go was David Warner, who was actually dismissed pretty early. And Virendra Sehwag was out for 10. In fact, Shakib Al Hassan was the one who gave them the breakthrough by taking David Warner for 7 of just 6 deliveries with 1 6, and Virendra Sehwag followed him to the pavilion out for 10 for 10 of just 7 deliveries, 1 4, and Sehwag was a victim of Balaji. After that, it was a good partnership from 24 for 2. Delhi Daredevils got a good partnership going with Naman Oja playing a run-a-ball stuff here, made 28 of just 28 balls, 4 fours and 1 6, played superbly, and Mahela Jayawardene was also showing his class and his experience there with his score of 40 of 33 balls with 6 fours. Well, everything was going, but Rajat Bhatia broke that very important partnership by getting the wicket of Naman Oja for 28, and Mahela Jayawardene just trying to up the tempo, trying to get things swinging for the Delhi Daredevils, succumbed there, trying to hit Iqbal Abdullah out of the ground, stumped by Brendan McCullum for 40 of 33 balls with 6 fours. Currently 120 for 4. We are in the 17th over, and the person who is bowling here is Jack Scalise, who has got 2.4 overs no maiden, none for 17. But Sunil Narine is going to be the key, because what Gautam Gambhir has done is actually held up Sunil Narine. Once he has given away just 7 runs in his 2 overs, that is going to be crucial. If Delhi Daredevils can actually get past the Sunil Narine's 2 overs, then I would say it's okay. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for them, because Sunil Narine has 2 overs and he can really throttle the batsman. So let's go for some live commentary. Meanwhile, I'll just give you the bowling figures. Lakshmipati Balaji bowled 2 overs no maiden, 1 for 11. Shakib Al Hassan has completed his quota, 4 overs, 1 for 36, but he picked up the very vital wicket and the breakthrough of David Warner. Jack Scalise is right now bowling here. Sunil Narine 2 overs, none for 7, as I said. Iqbal Abdullah has completed his quota, 4 overs, 1 for 24. Rajat Bhatia 2 overs no maiden, 1 for 16. So Rajat Bhatia has 2 more overs to go, but important of all things is Sunil Narine is having 2 more overs to go, and here there is a wicket there. The 5th wicket has fallen for Venugopal for Delhi Daredevils. and they're 120 for 5 as Jack Scalise has picked up his wicket. The 5th wicket goes down for the Delhi Daredevils, and Delhi Daredevils now have a huge task on hand. 17 overs have gone by, 120 for 5 in the 17th over. In fact, Ross Taylor is just walking in. In fact, I'm sorry, 17th over. Ross Taylor is walking in. The 17th over is going to be in progress, and Ross Taylor is the one who's walking. So Ross Taylor, well, we know what Ross Taylor is capable of. So with Ross Taylor there, well, as I still said, Sunil Narine might be the key for Kolkata Knight Riders. If Sunil Narine does what he has been doing best in those previous matches, if he does that, then I think Kolkata Knight Riders has this match in the bag, and they might into the finals probably. Well, let's hope so. And Delhi Daredevils 120 for 5. It's a stiff ask, but with Ross Taylor there, who can really swing the bat and get some big sixes, and his favorite area is his mid wicket. And right now 43 runs are required in 3.1 overs. As Ross Taylor settles, Jack Scalise is going to be the bowler. And what an equation we are having here, what a match we are having here in the qualifier number 1. A very exciting match. We know Delhi Daredevils, they can still do it. As I said, Ross Taylor is another key for Delhi Daredevils. If Ross Taylor could really get on, I mean, I would say that's nothing like it. But again, as I said, for Kolkata Knight Riders, the key is going to be Sunil Narine. And well, as Jack Scalise comes in, so Pawan Negi has gone to the other end because they crossed ends there. So Ross Taylor still has time to bat. In fact, Jack Scalise bowled to Pawan Negi, and Pawan Negi has not got any run out of it. So the score stays for Delhi Daredevils on 120 for 5 in the 17th over. 3 overs to go, and Delhi Daredevils require 43 runs in 3 overs. It's a run rate of 14.33. And let me tell you, I'm sure Sunil Narine is going to bowl now, because I'm quite sure, because Rajat Bhatia has 2 overs and Sunil Narine has 2 overs, and Sunil Narine is the best bet for Gautam Gambhir now to win this match. And if they're going to go after Sunil Narine, it is not going to be difficult. He's a very wily bowler. He mixes it up and he will confuse the batsman. Yes, Sunil Narine has been handed over the ball by Gautam Gambhir. This is going to be the most crucial phase. The 18th over is going to really decide things, because after that it will be Rajat Bhatia probably bowling the 19th, and the 20th over will be, or probably Callison might still bowl, because he has 3 overs, no more than 1 for 17. In comes Narine, bowls the first ball of the 18th over, and what Taylor could do, Taylor could get a single, and Pawan Negi comes on to strike. So 121 for 5 now, but still a huge task on hand as far as the Delhi Daredevils is concerned. Are they going to make it? That is going to be the question. Let's wait and watch. The second ball, Sunil Narine comes in, passes umpire, bowls to Negi. Negi won't get any run, and this is what Narine can do. He can throttle you. He won't give you runs, but he will see to it that you are kept there. And that is what Sunil Narine has been doing best in this IPL 2012. What a bowler he is. I mean, one has to really admire Gautam Gambhir, the captain of Kolkata Knight Riders, the very deft handling of Sunil Narine. He knows when to bring him. He kept him away for the 2 overs, and here he is bowling to Sunil Narine in such a pressure cooker situation for Delhi Daredevils. 121 for 5 in the 18th over. Narine comes in and bowls to Negi, and Negi once again will just get a single. In fact, it's very difficult to hit him off the square. Many batsmen have tried it. There's no one who has really sorted him out. And today, once again, we are back into a situation where Sunil Narine is the bowler. And well, it's a very good job done by Sunil Narine. He has already bowled 4 balls, just 2 runs given. Taylor can't get a run. First it was Negi took a single of the 3rd ball. The 4th ball has gone for no run. Just 2 runs coming off these 4 balls of the 18th over, and he can make life very difficult. So the best bet now for Delhi Daredevils is to go after the next bowler. It could be Jack Scalise, but in the end, my goodness, Taylor has smashed that for 6. That is something which no batsman has done. Sunil Narine has been sent over and above the wickets for a 6. What a shot from Ross Taylor. And I can say Ross Taylor is going to be very dangerous, and Ross Taylor has sent this soaring over the ropes for a 6. What a shot from Ross Taylor. And you know, no batsman has been able to do it, but Ross Taylor is going for all broke here. He has just deposited Sunil Narine for a 6. So 8 runs of the over, 1 more ball to go. Is Taylor going to once again do something to Narine, or Narine is going to win the battle? In fact, Narine bowls to Taylor. Taylor has just stroked it away, and he will get a couple of runs. So, but in the end, what Ross Taylor did was very good. So they've taken 10 runs of this Nareen over. So Nareen, 3 overs, no made and none for 17, ends up his over. 18 overs, 130 for 5 for the Delhi Daredevils. Pawan Negi and Ross Taylor both on 9 apiece. Tosh Taylor has got 9 of just 4 deliveries with a 6 in that particular over. And Pawan Negi is not out on 9 of 8 balls with 1-4. And well, we have 2 more overs to go. I hope this YouTube broadcast goes, and I keep giving you this running commentary. So as long as this match goes, Ram will be here doing live cricket commentary. Well, we are still waiting here as to who is going to bowl. As I said, the best bet would be Jack Scalise, because Jack Scalise definitely hits the right areas. Yes, it's Jack Scalise bowling the 19th over. The equation now, 32 runs required in 1.5 overs. As Jack Scalise comes in and bowl to Negi, Negi will get a single. So Ross Taylor comes on to strike. So that is going to be the key. It all depends on Ross Taylor now to take Delhi Daredevils to victory. Can he do it? He did it to Nareen. Can he do it for the team in this 19th over and get as many runs as possible? Because Nareen, even though Ross Taylor is hit for a 6, I think Nareen is again a difficult customer who will be bowling the final over. But well, definitely the 6 that he hit was the favorite area of Ross Taylor, swinging him over mid-wicket fence for 6. So the mid-wicket is one area which Ross Taylor definitely fancies, because he's very, very strong on that side. In the meanwhile, Callis comes in and bowls to Ross Taylor, and Ross Taylor can't get a single, so can't get a run. So Ross Taylor will stay at the crease. So a dot ball here for Jack Scalise. Well done, Jack Scalise. 131 for 5 in the 19th over. I hope this YouTube broadcast goes, and I keep the commentary going, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. And I'm really, really enjoying it. And meanwhile, third ball is bowled. So that's beautiful bowling from Ross Taylor. He keeps Ross Taylor quiet from Jack Scalise. As Ross Taylor is kept quiet, and there is no run. So 2 balls, 2 dot balls from Jack Scalise, doing the job for his captain and Calcutta Knight Riders there. 32 runs required in the next 9 deliveries. It's very essential that Jack Scalise, where Ross Taylor goes for a big hit here, or tries to get as many runs as possible. Is Ross Taylor going to do it? Ross Taylor settles. Jack Scalise is just getting ready to bowl. As we are waiting here for Jack Scalise to go back on the top of his bowling mark and hurl in the delivery to Ross Taylor. 133 for 5, the current score stands. And well, the 4th delivery has been bowled, and I'm just waiting to see how many runs have been taken. We are in the 19th over, still waiting here, as Jack Scalise is going to be the bowler, and Ross Taylor will be taking strike to him. So let's wait and watch what really happens here. As the 4th delivery has been bowled, and a couple of runs for Ross Taylor, so that will do a lot of good for Ross Taylor and his team here. And Ross Taylor moves on to 11 of 7 balls. So Ross Taylor will keep the strike with the 5th delivery. 133 for 5. The equation now for Delhi Daredevils, 30 runs required in the next 8 balls. Are they going to do it? And everything depends on this man who is in the middle, and that would be Ross Taylor. As Ross Taylor is the most experienced person than Pawan Negi, and Ross Taylor staying there is very, very crucial for Delhi Daredevils. We are waiting for Jack Scalise to come in and bowl the 5th delivery now, as Delhi Daredevils score stands at 133 for 5 in the 19th over, as Jack Scalise settles down to face the 5th delivery from Ross Taylor settles down. Sorry about that. Lots of excitement here, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Really enjoying this cricket commentary right now, doing it and bringing it to you live. Really, really enjoying it. Well, we are into the climax. We are into the very, very final stages of this particular match, as Ross Taylor is going to be facing the next delivery, which is going to be bowled by Jack Scalise. In the meanwhile, we are still waiting for the 5th delivery to be bowled. So lots of pressure. The Pune Stadium is really buzzing here, but lots of people are really having their fingernails. Probably the Delhi Daredevils supporters want their Delhi to win. And here there is a wicket. So this is a turn in the turn. There's a big a big turn in the situation here at the Subrata Roy Sahara Stadium as the 6th wicket is gone. Jack Scalise has taken the wicket of Ross Taylor, and that is a big blow. Now I think Kolkata Knight Riders could be the favourites here because Sunil Narine will bowl the last over. One last ball to go, but the man who is walking in is another good hitter of the ball. It's Irfan Pathan. Can Irfan Pathan do it? It all depends on Irfan Pathan now. 6 down for 133 now. And we are in the 19th over, still waiting. 30 runs required in 7 deliveries. Can Delhi Daredevils do it? Can Delhi Daredevils do it? Irfan Pathan is coming into bat. Jack Scalise has taken the most important wicket of Ross Taylor, sending him back to the pavilion. And that's a big blow. Gone for 11. Pawan Negi is there. Not out on 10 of just 9 deliveries. As in comes Scalise, bowls to Negi, and Negi has hit this for a boundary. So that's a very welcome shot there from Pawan Negi. Pawan Negi has done this well. He has gone on to 14 and taken the DD total on to 137 for 6 in 19 overs. The final over is about to begin, and it is going to be bowled by Sunil Narine. There are no prizes for guessing, but Pawan Negi has done this well by hitting a boundary. So now the equation, 26 runs required in the last over, which is going to be bowled by Sunil Narine, absolutely no doubt about it. And Irfan Pathan would be the man who would be taking the strike. So that is going to be a very interesting situation. And as Sunil Narine comes in and bowls to Pathan, and Pathan has slammed him for a boundary. That's a good shot from Irfan Pathan. Irfan Pathan has sent Sunil Narine for a boundary, and the equation now, 22 runs required in the last 5 balls for Delhi Daredevils to go to a victory. Can Delhi Daredevils do it? Can Irfan Pathan do it to Narine and prove that he is the only batsman in this IPL 2012 who has... In the meanwhile, Narine comes in and bowls to Pathan, and Pathan has taken a single here. And well, Pawan Negi is going to come on strike. Now that is going to be interesting. I would have been really fancied if Irfan Pathan would have been strike, because he's a good hitter of the ball, he's a clean hitter of the ball. And Pawan Negi now has to strike. Pawan Negi, he has 4 balls in which to make 21 runs. And there is a wicket. Sunil Narine has taken the wicket. Pawan Negi has come down the wicket to hit Narine. He's been beaten in the flat. Brendan McCullum whips off the bail. Sunil Narine has taken the wicket, and I think now to safely say that Kolkata Knight Riders are going to win this match. Delhi have lost their 7th wicket. What a blow for Delhi. Delhi have lost their 7th wicket now. You're still waiting. I hope this YouTube broadcast goes as much as it could. But I'm still waiting to see. 142 for 7 now, and we are in the 20th over as Pawan Negi has been dismissed for 14. Caught stump Brendan McCullum, bowls Sunil Narine, and now the equation, 21 runs. Even if you hit 3 sixes, you can't win it. So it would be safe to say that, well, Kolkata Knight Riders have won this match. We are still waiting as Mone Markel is just walking in, very gingerly strike to the wicket. He's just walking in, and well, I'm not going to really get into it, because I don't think there is any possibility of Delhi Daredevils to win the match now, because only 3 legal balls left, 21 runs to get, and well, I can safely say this match has been won by the Kolkata Knight Riders. So Kolkata Knight Riders the victors. That's it from me, your host Ram, for the cricket show for today. See you all tomorrow. Thank you.